India sits in the south-central part of the Asian continent, bounded by the Indian Ocean to the south and extending from 8 degrees to 37 degrees north. On a flat map, the northern border appears as a simple line, but the physical reality is a massive topographical fortress. The mountain arc is anchored by two curving geographic corners, the western syntaxial bend near Nanga Parbat and the eastern syntaxial bend at Namcha Barwa. Understanding the climate and history of this region requires a mechanical dissection of the landscape, moving through the mountain matrix from the high north to the southern ridges. The Himalayas are a tiered geographic machine that dictates the physical and cultural development of the entire Indian subcontinent. The highest tier stands from Kashmir in the northwest through Himachal and Sikkim all the way to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. This is the home of the 8,000-meter peaks, a ridge dominated by Mount Everest's sheer scale. This high ridge includes peaks like Kangchenjunga, Makalu, and Dhaulagiri, alongside Indian summits like Nanda Devi and Kamet. Because this terrain is largely impassable, human travel has always relied on specific ancient routes carved through the high altitudes. These trans-Himalayan corridors, like the Karakoram, Kardungla, and Zojila, are the only viable paths through this extreme top layer. This layer acts as the primary wall of the fortress, accessible only through high-risk arterial passes. Moving south, the topography takes an abrupt step down. The altitude drops sharply to the lesser Himalayas, sitting between 3,700 and 4,500 meters. This middle tier is composed of highly compressed rock, with an average structural width of 50 kilometers. This rugged zone is defined by major systems like the Pir Panjal, Daladar, and Mahabharata ranges. Viewed from above, these ridges form a dense series of folds that fade gradually into the southern landscape. By spreading the descent across these wide folded ridges, this middle tier transitions the verticality of the high peaks into a sprawling, habitable terrain. Human settlement within this dense middle tier is only possible because of the gaps created by water erosion. Rivers like the Kishan Ganga, Jhelum, and Chenab slice through solid rock, carving deep gorges through ranges like the Pir Panjal. These river channels create protected pockets of flat land, forming the valleys of Kashmir, Kangra, and Kulu. Navigating these southern layers in Jammu and Kashmir requires specific gateways, including the Banihal and Pir Panjal passes. In the east, the trade routes utilize Nathu La in Sikkim and the Bomdila Pass in Arunachal Pradesh. Sela Pass, sitting at 13,700 feet, serves as a vital arterial gateway for the eastern ranges. These river-cut valleys and strategic passes are the physical arteries of the region, providing the only reliable paths for movement within the mountain matrix. Pulling back to view the entire system shows how the trans-Himalayan peaks connect mechanically down to the lower southern valleys. The physical alignment and height of these tiered ranges perform a specific mechanical function. This staggered vertical alignment forces the course of the major river systems and physically obstructs the movement of air masses, sustaining the habitable valleys we've mapped. The Himalayas operate as a multi-layered system, a structure of stone and water that has physically shaped the development of the Indian subcontinent for millennia.